Things are about to get a little strange on here when it comes to potato chips. Today it's going to be Chili Crisp by Kettle Brand, limited edition. Now, this is a one off episode going to a brand which I've tried before, but not this flavor, because after this, starting tomorrow, is going to be the beginning of Weird Asian Potato Chip Week. It's going to begin in Japan with Pollock roe or caviar and mayonnaise potato chips. Yeah, why does everything from Japan have to be weird, right? And then, of course, pesto pizza potato chips by Calbee. And then we're going to head to China and try Korean kimchi Lay's. Now, as this progresses, the Weird Asian Potato Chip Week is actually going to overlap into a week of different Lay's flavors at the same time, such as the braised pork Lay's deep ridged from China, and then also from China, roasted garlic Lay's. And then we're going to end up back in the United States with some unusual flavors here, such as honey barbecue and the all new kettle cooked Lay's mesquite barbecue. So that's what's coming up. If you're not subscribed, be sure to, so you don't miss this. So these right here, they there's no way I could not buy these. And the reason being is that I have tried to make my own chili crisp before. Unfortunately, it didn't come out that good. I seem to have done something wrong during the recipe, and the garlic got bitter. And there's few mistakes that you can make when making food that is irreversible. One of them is too much salt, and one is frying your garlic for a little bit too long to where it gets bitter. So I haven't tried that again, but I consider it to be a challenge. I don't want to leave it as a fail, and I think I am going to try making chili crisp again. I'm not going to go into the recipe or the ingredients because this is about these chips right here. Now, I believe that these are sold out. I just checked on Walmart. They're currently unavailable, and I don't know that they will be back. Here's what the back of the package looks like. Turn on the heat with Chili Crisp, the boldly flavored chip that starts savory and ends with a tingling chili flavor. Now, the tingling, that makes me wonder, do these have Sichuan pepper in them? Because Sichuan pepper has a chemical which causes your taste buds to become confused, thinking that they've been vibrating at high speed. So Sichuan pepper doesn't always come across as hot, but it's a numbing pepper. It's a very interesting experience, and I enjoy cooking with them. Now, let's take a look at the ingredients and the nutritional facts. Pretty much with nutritional facts, I always focus on sodium because I have hypertension and I'm supposed to pay attention to stuff like that. These are 180 milligrams, which is 10 milligrams lower than your average Pringles at 180 milligrams. Now, something about this package is unique, and I've always enjoyed this. This is one of the things that has kept me buying kettle chips because I love transparency in food, as knowing where it comes from. Now, if you look at the back of the package here, just under the ingredients of potatoes, vegetable oil, dextrose, salt, maltodextrin, red chili peppers, sugar, garlic powder, yeast extract, paprika, habanero peppers. Yes. Okay, I didn't know that. Dried red pepper sauce, citric acid, natural flavors, spices, and molasses. Then it says distributed by Kettle Brand, 3125 Kettle Court Southeast in Salem, Oregon. Okay, distributed by. It does not say where they are made. Therefore, I like using Meet Your Farmer Tater Tracker at kettlebrand.com. Now, the place you're going to want to look on the package is right here by the expiration date. You want that code underneath the expiration date and type it into the Tater Tracker on their website and click on Track them. And I'm a tad dismayed. These will not track. Your spuds went rogue. Nonce failed. Try typing your code again or check out all of our other forms below. Okay, I did try typing the code again and it doesn't work. So Maybe the codes quit working when these are discontinued. Could be. And they do appear to be sold out everywhere. All right. So let's see what's in the bag here. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of garlic on the nose. Not much more than that. Here's what they look like. They're attractive chips. I would have loved to have known where these were grown. I suspect Idaho. Uh, when I've tracked these Kettle Brand chips before, it seems that the majority of the farms that have come up for me are in Idaho. So here is what a chili crisp Kettle Brand limited edition chip looks like. Nothing on the nose. That's interesting. Nothing but garlic. Okay, so let's see what they taste like. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised that these are a tad better than what I was expecting. And here's why. I don't typically watch reviews of other foods before I review them. In this case, I did, and it was several months ago. I don't quite remember what the reviewers said, but they weren't overall positive about them. Um, I think I've already settled in as on a score for these. The heat on the very first chip is just, it's there. It's like loud and clear, like, hello, I'm a habanero pepper. It's that hot. Oh, these are hot. Okay, when trying to make chili crisp, which I will do again, I've never seen a recipe that calls for habanero peppers. It's usually dried red chili peppers, such as Thai bird finger peppers. You know what? I'm going to stop here because these are too hot. I'm starting to get a little sweat under my eye here. Those are really, really hot. I love hot food, but this it's not initially exciting enough to me to continue eating these because of how hot they are. They'll make a nice occasional snack. I guess if you were watching the big game with a bunch of friends and drinking beer or something, these would probably suit that application quite well. Um, Now, I'm not going to take any points off for the fact that the tater tracker doesn't work for this. I just think that's a little bit of a letdown. But as far as overall flavor, I'm getting garlic, a lot of salt. I'm getting what I'm perceiving is a little bit of lime for some reason, and just a tremendous boom of heat. I'm not getting any numbness, which would be characteristic of a Sichuan pepper. And as you can see on the back of the package right here, it does say a tingling chili flavor. I'm not getting tingling, I'm getting burn, so, as in a really, really hot chip. Um, these are some of the hottest potato chips that I've tasted in recent memory. And I don't know. Do you still have them on your store shelf? Would you try something this blazing hot? To me, it tastes vaguely reminiscent of chili crisp sauce. And I think we all know if we're into Asian foods in particular, I think we all know what chili crisp sauce is. You can find that in stores all over the Bay Area. I like to find in-house made ones at small little bakeries where you might find a jar of their own homemade chili crisp on the shelf. However, it tends to be rather expensive, and I would be surprised to find one for under $15 in the San Francisco Bay Area. But so I'm going to give these a 5 of 5. I am not giving them anything better than a 5 because to me, they are, I think the main fault to me is that they're way too hot. And there's no way that anyone could finish the whole bag of these because then you would be in the level of the chip challenge. And if you don't know what the chip challenge is, there's lots of videos right here on YouTube. But I'm happy to have tried these. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be finishing the entire bag. It's an interesting novelty. Nothing wrong with them. I'm not detecting anything bad. It clearly says heat on it, So I knew what I was getting myself into. All right. So if you like these, I've showed you what's coming up. Be sure to subscribe. Hope you're enjoying them. I definitely enjoy making them. Um, Mondays, Tasty Cake and I, also known as Reverend Amagon, yeah boy, we're in the middle of tasting a whole bunch of Pringles. It's between 30 and 40 of them in 30 days or less. It's ridiculous. So tune in tomorrow for the beginning of weird Asian potato chips, starting with Pollock roe caviar and mayonnaise from Japan. Until then, enjoy your snacks and peace out from San Francisco. Bye.